Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to plan the last week in February. That is the 21st to the 27th. And I'm going to keep using the Sweet Kawaii design Kawaii subscription, which is the monthly subscription that I have. And I have several stickers left because this kit is amazing. There are 10 sheets of stickers. And look, I haven't even touched that one. And I haven't even touched that one. There are 10 sheets of stickers. And I mean, look at all of these stickers I still have left. This is amazing. Okay, let's get started. First off, I am going to do my dates and the numbers, and the washi. I still have 2 strips of washi because one of my weeks in February was the River Street Stickers Galentine's Day sticker set. And so that was for Valentine's Day. So I do have 2 sets left. So I can just use that another time. Although for March, I am planning on using a Mandolin Plans kit. Okay, so let's get started. All right, I switched to a voiceover because I actually did this week planning when I was doing a video call with one of my girlfriends. And I've done this in the past. You've seen other videos for on my channel when I'm actually able to visit with one of my friends and then I work on my bullet journal at the same time. So of course I started out with the washi tape, and this is the pink strip. So I still have the purple one left. For March, I am definitely using a Mandolin Plans sticker kit. So I will just have to worry about the purple washi, or not worry about it, but like, use it later. You know what I realized though? I did not use those boxes on the bottom of the washi sheet. So I'll have to go back and make sure that I pull them from the page and use them for something. So I try to visit with my girlfriends really regularly. Being a military family and moving around as often as we do, you really have to, well, I really put effort into my friendships and my relationships. I'm also this year using the Moxie Life, what are they called? The companion notebooks. And I really like them. They're small. Like I am carrying them around with my planner and my bullet journal. Like everything comes at the same time, or like it's all kind of stacked together at the same time. So I'm using the goal planner, and part of my I think it's the family and relationships one. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But the I know the importance of friendships and relationships, and so I do a really good job at keeping in touch with people. I text people regularly. What I actually do, since we live overseas, is text some of my closest friends and my relatives whenever something, like whenever we do something, or whenever something happens with like one of the kids at school. For example, my oldest son they had that day at school where, what's it called? Like anything but a backpack. Is that like the name of it? I think that's what it was. It was like anything but a backpack. Well, my kid thinks he's hilarious and he's pretty funny, but he took our microwave. So he carried the microwave around, and he said that another kid like also took a microwave. So I thought that was kind of funny. Um, the other thing that he did say was that not everybody participated, which I just think stuff like that is so much more fun when you get like, more participation, or like a lot of participation. So, but like I took a picture of him holding the microwave and texted it to my parents, my brothers, my sisters-in-law, my closest girlfriends, along with like, oh, he had like take anything but a backpack to school, and this is what he took, and maybe like another sentence or something, and then texted it to everybody on WhatsApp, which is what I use since living overseas. And then, the time difference, the time zones don't matter to me because I just text people whenever, and then they text me whenever they can. So I'm recording this when I talked to one of my girlfriends. I ended up talking to her for quite a while. I did this last week of January planning, or second to last week, I guess. And then I think I also did some sewing that day. So that's really nice to be able to like catch up with somebody and, just kind of visit and also like be able to get some stuff done. I also, when we lived in other places, I used to like to go for a walk and talk to somebody. And, I think that aren't we all fans of like talking to somebody on the phone while we do the dishes? I definitely did that a lot when I was younger, or like when my kids were younger. I would call before my grandma died. I remember calling her and doing the dishes at the same time. So we just visited while I got my like chores around the house done. So let's see, where am I at in the bullet journal? Okay, so I've used the sidebar tracker for my meal planning. And then because I haven't really used too many of the full boxes, I definitely started to use them more as we got like through the month. So I got a full box of Poe, which is the panda bear. I'm pretty proud of myself for knowing what some of these character names are, I tell you that. Poe is holding a little cup of coffee or like a latte. And then I know that I also put down the other full box that has the decoration of like a bunch of coffee machines. So I thought that that was really a cute one to use as well. So yeah, I do make it a point. Like I said, I'm using the companion notebooks from Moxie Life, and I make it a point to like contact my family regularly and to text my girlfriends regularly and, check in with people. How many different places are we living? Okay, I think my closest girlfriends are living in Japan, the Western United States, South Africa, another one in the Western United States. My family, of course, is in like the Plains region of the states, South Dakota, Montana, Colorado. So we are all like several hours apart. So sometimes I can catch people like when I wake up pretty early. So sometimes I do catch them if I wake up really early and jump on my phone, which happens sometimes, but also like I try not to jump on my phone first thing. So you know how that goes. So I did put down my 2 trackers. I've been making it a point to track my reading and my being creative. Of course, I'm in school and school is super hard. I'm taking 2 classes this semester. My program is an accelerated program, which means a semester is squished in half. So it is a ton of work. I'm attending my program is through Louisiana State University at Shreveport, and it's all online, which is really so nice. And I'm lucky to have found that because I wanted to be able to get my master's. And, this is one way that I'm able to do it. And because I don't really have access to another way, and I can't go back and live in the States. So I also do this thing right here. You just saw me peel off like the outside of what would that be called? Like the positive of the sticker sheet, or not the negative. Well, anyway, I peeled off the stickers to combine them. This is definitely something that Madi showed all of us years ago. I mean, how many years ago? I don't know. But it's so much easier to get your stickers off the page when you don't have like the rest of the sticker page on it. Does that make sense? Try it out. You will forget, you will lose where you got the stickers from, unless it is a very distinctive style, or unless, I'm not faulting anybody's memories or anything like that, or memory. Like I can tell that these are Sweet Kawaii stickers, right? And I can tell some of my favorite shops like Shine Sticker Studio and like River Street and stuff like that. So, it depends on like what you're using and stuff like that. So I do combine the stickers once I get down to just having a few on the page. And of course, taking the backing off it's a huge help. You have no idea. Well, you'll have an idea. Try it out if you're not trying it out already. I don't think that I've done a video about the sticker books that I got. So I got sticker books and then I started not combining, I reorganized everything, and I put them all into like an area in the sticker book. And I went through my binders of stickers because I have a couple of like small mini binders that are just big enough for the pages. I went through the binders and I pulled stickers off, like what is there? Anywhere from like 2 to like 4 or 5 stickers. I pulled them off of the page and put them in here in the sticker book so I could have like easier access and remember to use them. I don't have to get my sticker binders out. I seriously love this. Like, I knew that it would make a difference, but I didn't realize how big of a difference because it's so easy to open up this little tiny, small, thin sticker book, and be able to just like, okay, let me get a food sticker, or like, this is for my meal planning, which is, that one's a sticker from, well, see, there you go. That's my problem with putting it in the sticker book is I don't know where that's from. Is that from Coffee Monsters Co.? I think it might be from Coffee Monsters Co. And so there is a sticker for my like meal tracking. So I think that is that using the sticker book is like a really good addition to this bullet journal or like planning process. All right, I did mention that I didn't use a lot of the full boxes, and so I definitely used a bunch of them in this layout. I used the decorative one on the bottom right here that you see, that's on Sunday, and then I use the other 3 boxes that have space for writing on other days of the week. I have this weird, it's not weird, I have this thing where I don't like the stickers to completely line up across the page. So I kind of put them in like odd random places. And since I've been using the Hobonichi now for like all of January, of course, this is February. This is the 21st to the 27th of February. So it's the last week of the month. And one of the things that I'm learning is I think I might go back and use the hourly plans. So I looked at some of my older bullet journals recently. I taught a class for the USO. I taught a bullet journaling workshop for the USO, and I showed people how to set up a bullet journal. We gave everyone, let's see, what do we give them? We got them a notebook, a couple of pens, some mild liner markers, and then a pack of stickers. And I showed them how I set mine up. I showed them, like the different spreads and like the different tracking things you can do. And then I showed them the different layouts that I used to do in my bullet journal. Of course, moving to the pre-printed planner this year with the Hobonichi. But, I've been doing bullet journaling for like, it's been years. It's been so long. I did bullet journaling, a lot of people probably say it. I did it before it was called bullet journaling. I just have always like kept lists and, written things down and stuff like that. So anyway, I am adding some like deco because I don't want my checklists and stuff to be lined up all the way across. Well, in doing all of that for this month, what I realize is I think I might want to actually start using that. So in previous bullet journals, I would write down like, appointment at this time, and then like, meeting at this time, like whatever it was that I had going on, I wrote that stuff down. And then in a separate area of my bullet journal, I would write like kind of like a running to-do list, or I kind of have like a weekly to-do list, I think. So I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to figure this out because I really do a lot of like lists and then checking things off. And I do keep track of my meals. And of course, I keep track of like a couple things with the trackers, just the reading and the being creative. But I don't really keep track of other things. And I'm not sure if this is going to, like, if I'm going to be able to keep using this style as we go on. I have been using my daily pages a lot more, the daily pages in the Hobonichi Cousin, because it is really helping me with my classes. So that's really been like a nice addition or like a nice thing, but, I'm still not using the daily pages every single day. And, this is new. Hobonichi's new to me this year. So I'm just trying to like figure it out and like, how can I make it work for me? And while I do love like, pre-planning or like setting all these pages up, I realize now that maybe I should have waited a little bit to see what my schedule looked like, how I want to write stuff down, like, stuff like that. Because, of course, like a bullet journal can be adapted to however you want to do stuff. And truthfully, the Hobonichi cousin, the paper is so nice. I could very likely go in and like lift all of these up and rearrange the pages. And you know what? I just thought of that while I'm doing this voiceover. I wonder if that's something I'm going to be trying to do. I'm going to have to think about that because I did set a study schedule. And of course, I do still have other things I'm doing, like the USO volunteering. And I have, like, a couple doctor's appointments, and I have a couple other meetings. I participate with one of my kids, like PTA, oh, it's not PTA, PTSA groups at the school. And I keep forgetting the meetings for the other school. And so that is something I'm working on, is reminding myself to go so that I'm able to participate. So I do have some like other meetings and things to keep track of. So I don't know. We'll see what happens because I don't want to. The whole purpose for me for a planner is I don't want to feel chaotic. I don't want to feel like out of control. I don't want to feel like stuff is all over the place. Like the purpose is to help me be and stay organized. And so I need to make sure that it works, right? So next up, I am adding all of these. I think they are called like Wacky Holidays. So I added these in that blank spot between the day of the week and then when the hours start. And on the other side, I usually put a smaller sticker to indicate that my son has school because he only attends in person part-time. So he goes to school every other day. And so I just I just use a little tiny like icon sticker to put that in there. So I've been adding the Wacky Holiday stickers to the right side of the blank box that is above where the hour starts. And I like that. I think it's just like a fun little addition. I don't think I would purchase these Wacky Holidays on my own. And if I didn't have them, I'm sure I could come up with something else to put in that area. I also made heavy use of the checklist this week. You can see that I used all of the little coffee cups for my checklist. And I think I've mentioned in other videos that I really don't like my weekly spreads to be like just a straight line all the way across. And so you see that I did add a header and then the regular like little, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like the default checklist, like the default checklist that that comes in the Sweet Kawaii kits. That is these little ones that have, of course, coordinating colors and then little hearts in the checklist area. And you can see that I also offset the header for Sunday just a little bit. And that is because, like I said, I don't like things to line up perfectly straight. So I used coffee cup checklist across the week, and then I used the heart checklist on the bottom. And I think this looks really good. I think at this point I am going to go in and add some boxes and headers. And what I'm going to use these for is my classes, my class schedule, or sorry, not my schedule, but like what I need to study that week. So what I've been using is I think these would be called like the quarter boxes. And I write my class. I have taken 2 classes this semester. So I'm writing the class number. And then I'm writing on Monday, I've been writing the chapters I have to read for that week. And then on I have assignments due Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And so I go in and mark what is due on each day. I tend to try to turn my assignments in like a day earlier. Or like I have a quiz and the quiz is not available until Thursday. And then so it's open on Thursday and it's due by Sunday. I just make a note that it's open on Thursday and then I'll probably do the quiz like Thursday or Friday. So that's been working out pretty well for me so far. And I really like that I've been able to think about, how to incorporate my classes into this. I think that for March, I am going to work a little bit harder to really separate my day into hourly, well, maybe not, strict hourly, but kind of have more of a schedule. I look back at previous bullet journals, which of course, prior to using the Hobonichi Cousin this year, I always just used a notebook, and I drew out my schedule. I drew out the weeks, and added in my schedule that way. And I looked at a few previous years where I was using several different layouts, and this allowed me to be able to put, for example, I would have like all of my appointments that day with the times. Let's make up some things like 9 o'clock, go check the mail, and 10 o'clock I have an appointment, and 1 o'clock that day I have a meeting. So I put those things on that day, and then I had a larger space in that week layout that allowed me to write my to-do list. I think looking back on it, I don't know the name of it. Is it the Alistair method? There's one of the ways where you write all of your to-dos for the week, and then you mark the day that you got it done. So kind of sort of like along that same line of thinking, but not that exact method. I'm not sure how that works, and I haven't looked it up. I'm not sure if that's the name of it either. So here you can see that I'm adding a header and a box. I think ended up adding a header and a box to every day of the week, in order to make notes about my classes and class schedules and my assignments that are due. I still end up with quite a bit of like blank space, which is why I am going to see if I can figure out a way to utilize the the hourly schedule. I've been, just scheduling like, okay, Monday morning, everybody is back to school. My husband's back to work. What can I do to set up the family to have like a good week? Depending on how hectic my schedule is, I take the weekend to be able to plan the next week. Well, I haven't been able to do that because my schedule is so crazy. I'm busy all weekend long. So I'm really trying harder to, just even be a little bit more organized, make sure I stay on top of everything that we have going on, and make sure that I don't forget anything, and, kind of get back to being able to do things in a good way that allows me to not feel a lot of stress, and just be able to support everybody in all the things that they do. So my oldest son, does volunteer at the USO. And so he volunteers every other weekend. And we all go when he does this volunteering. He leads the Magic the Gathering card game. They play every weekend for the entire time that the USO is open. Our USO here is open for 4 hours on Saturdays, and they alternate with Magic the Gathering one weekend and Dungeons and Dragons the next weekend. And so both of these programs are really popular. My son does the Magic days, and so we all go, and my husband and I will typically bring a book to read, or like right now, he and I are both in school, so we just bring our textbooks and we read and study while our older son leads the volunteer time. So that's been working out really well. You know that you have this dedicated amount of time to be able to study and get things done. Saturdays are pretty quiet at the USO depending on what's going on. So that's been really nice. A couple of times we might run into friends, or maybe we meet somebody new and we end up visiting with them. So that, of course, cuts into our study time, but it's still a nice thing to do to be able to visit with other people. So here you see me taking off the back of the stickers. And like I said, this is like the most genius thing ever that Mari showed all of us. I hope you're doing this. I hope that you are utilizing this. I did buy those other sticker books. You've seen those. I bought 3 in my most recent, not my most recent, you've seen them in a recent haul, unboxing kind of video, where I showed the sticker books, and I've been using one. You can see it right underneath the Hobonichi right there, the one with like the composition notebook cover. But really, you can use these sticker pages. Like that's what they're, you can easily use them. That's what they're there for. So I did combine all of the leftover stickers onto one sheet, and I actually have them tucked in front of my Hobonichi Cousin so that whenever I am working on a week, if I need another box or another checklist, then it's there for me to be able to use. So that's really nice. I'm trying to get better at using some of the deco stickers, but Some of them are really big, and I don't know, I just struggle to do that. And I don't really mark a lot of bills because so much of our stuff is automatic and I don't have to think about it in that way. I don't think about like when payday is or when a bill comes out because it's already set up through our checking account or through with the company. That is one like amazing, well, I should not say one, that is another amazing thing about living in Europe is the way that you pay bills is quite different. You have to have a bank account attached to, if you live in town, so like we live in town, we don't live on base for in military housing. And so we have a local bank account, and then we give we give all of our banking information to an office on base that helps us set up our like electricity. I think that's actually the only one that we pay because so many other utilities are included in our rental agreement. So every month we know the day that the electricity payment is going to come out. And it's a flat fee. It's a flat rate it's a flat rate electric for the electricity. And once a year, or I think you can do it more than once a year, but I think we've done it twice so far in being here. We send them the updated readings from the meter, and then they adjust how much we're supposed to pay. And this is really important to do, to send them the readings so that they can make that adjustment, because you could run into the possibility of leaving Europe, moving away, and then your landlord sends in the meter reading and you end up with a huge bill. I've heard of people leaving and ending up owing, like €1,000 and stuff like that. So we definitely keep on top of that to try to make sure that we don't owe any money at the end. And so that's really nice that everything just comes out automatically. So all I have to do is check the bank account, and I keep track of our bills on just a simple spreadsheet. I don't use any software, anything like that. I've actually been trying to figure out a software system, maybe not software, but like a budgeting website or system or something to share with my kids now that the older two are in school. While the oldest is in college and the next one is going to be in college. So, living on their own and figuring out how to budget. And I showed them how I do it, and of course, I think it works for me, but what works for me might not work for somebody else. So we talked about that as well. So I did use some little stickers from River Street, and I don't remember where the cat on a computer one is from. I didn't catch a glimpse of it while I was recording. Oh no, here it's Fat Cat Designs. Sorry about that. So River Street stickers and Fat Cat Designs for the little person or the cat on the computer, and then I'm going to use that to mark my some school information for each of those days. And as we've gotten to the end of February, I know that I'm going to use all of that because since I'm in school, my priority is school and then house, right? So I'm just trying to, like I said, trying to be as organized as possible. I am going to work on meal planning again, and I'm trying to do like a few weeks at a time. So that is also something that I really work on. And you can see that I'm finished. This looks like a great layout. I hope that you are safe and healthy and all of your friends and loved ones are the same. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description so you can look at Sweet Kawaii if you had not seen them before. And you can see how many sheets of stickers I have left. This is such a good deal to be able to have this many stickers left after I planned almost an entire month. I did skip a week. I skipped Valentine's Day, but I have so many stickers left over that I can use for another week and even more than that because so many of them are deco. All right, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.